My name's Scruffy, and I hope you enjoy this segment of the podcast.
FF16 is Square Enix has called it a sales success. I mean, did anybody think that it wasn't going to be a sales success? Was there like haters? I know Yoshi P has
Square
got some
Enix
haters.
has been kind of weird with their sales records recently, where even if a game like appears to be a commercial success, they haven't been super thrilled with it. This one is interesting because the sales trajectory, the way that they kind of broke it down, was comparing it to Final Fantasy 15, which obviously being the last mainline game in the franchise, you would. But the interesting point is they weren't doing it off of sales specifically within the same time period, because they acknowledged that Final Fantasy 15 had the benefit of being on
it was their very first.
It was at the end of the PS4's lifespan, where people had already, like, the console had already been fully integrated. There was a lot more PS4 consoles in circulation then than there were PS5s in circulation now. And based off of kind of that comparison point and the sales of this game, Final Fantasy 16 is populating a higher percentage of in circulation PS5s than what Final Fantasy 15 was populating in circulation PS4s at the time of release. So it's got more velocity, sales velocity, than what 15 had.
That's Yoshi P, bro.
They're very happy with the way that it's going, and they only see this velocity to keep building as more PS5s enter the market, especially considering the Slim is supposed to be coming out next year, and at some point the PS5 Pro, but mainly the Slim. I think a lot of people are waiting on a cheaper alternative to the PS5.
They're looking for something that looks better than the PS5.
you know what would have given them more velocity? They released it on the PC.
Soon. Hashtag soon.
It would have gone to Epic. You still wouldn't have played it.
Still going
to
Epic,
bro. It probably will, man. That's the.
I don't think they've.
I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure there is one on Steam, isn't there? I thought I had a Steam page.
It might have, but I think it had Epic launch exclusivity.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna go
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think so, man.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't think it has a Steam page yet. No.
Why is it the first link that I see whenever I'm looking this up is from the gamer? Final Fantasy 16 is going to age terribly. Jesus fucking Christ!
Because we're in the doom and gloom of journalism and media for video games.
Yeah.
So something else that got confirmed is, and we talked about this on the show last week, I believe. Red Dead Redemption is getting remastered. Now, Rockstar has confirmed it.
I'm not necessarily sure if it was like
it's not been confirmed.
But it's very, very likely, because it was a leak, pretty much.
I thought Rockstar confirmed it on their quarterly market call.
What everybody's going off of is an image of Red Dead Redemption popping up on their page, pretty much. So everyone's
I thought they confirmed that there's a that they're doing two remasters.
There was any official confirmations.
The leak that you're talking about is the one that we covered last week, when they basically said that they're bringing an old.
That was also a rumor.
Yeah, that was also
that was on their that was on their investor call.
Yeah, that was on their investor call. It just never named what it was, and people were rumoring that it was Red Dead Redemption.
Well, that's So but this is also like just a leak. They themselves have not officially came out and confirmed that it's going to be remastered, but it's very highly likely from this leak.
Didn't they rehash or refresh the icon for it or whatever?
That's what this is stemming off of.
That's what I was about to say. Wasn't that the whole reason why people were all freaking out about this? Is because they changed the icon for Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah. So
whatever.
It's very, very likely coming. We were right.
I'm gonna laugh if they're like, we thought about Red Dead Redemption, but we're actually bringing out Bully.
Bro,
so
bring out
you guys.
Remaster table,
dude.
Can you imagine? Like, I know you guys probably could care less. You could think I'm fucking crazy, but Rockstar's Table Tennis was a fucking phenomenal game. Bring out a remastered version of that.
We need a new remastered version of Tetris, honestly.
What we got Tetris? We've gotten.
It's a joke.
Oh
no. They what Rockstar needs to remaster is the 2005 hit The Warriors, the game.
Yo, that game was good. That game was actually good.
That game was dope, bro.
Yeah.
I do wish that they would remaster Bully though. Bully was a great game, but I don't think it would do well
in
today's day and age.
They would be able to do that in today's age. No way.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same. Is the problem?
Yeah.
Back to Final Fantasy 16 real quick. It will be both on Steam and Epic.
Oh, there you go.
Will it be the release the same time or
no confirmation on that? They just said that it will be available on both.
I bet you there'll be an Epic 6 months or 12 months.
Speaking of remakes that of old games, did you guys ever know about the Simpsons Hit and Run remake that there was a standalone developer making?
Nope.
No. Anyways, he's finished it. It's come out that he has finished the Hit and Run remake, except it's never going to be released to the public.
So he just made it for himself.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, look, do you? You know what I mean? Like, if you can do it, do you?
I'm so upset, man. Wanted that. That game was so good. That is the best GTA.
Okay, I don't know if I go that far.
Okay, I was about to say I don't know about that, bro.
All right, San Andreas and
you know what I would like a remake
still, man,
of
so good
is Crazy Taxi. I know we've gotten like they tried to do some like way back in the day, but dude, Crazy Taxi was such a fun game, and I would really love for them to do another one.
I think somebody made like a cyberpunk one where you're like flying around and it's like Crazy Taxi.
Yeah,
like, I
saw the mod for it.
Maybe, yeah.
The last thing that we've got on here is Techland, which is the developer of Dying Light and Dying Light 2, has been picked up by Tencent. So they are now. Well, Tencent has majority stock, stakeholder.
They pretty much own their ass.
Yeah. So that is that. I do, since we have 10 minutes, which is this never fucking happens. This legitimately never fucking happens. Where we have time left over. I do want to ask, is there a game or genre that you would like to see come back into the fold and like have a resurgence or remaster? Like if you could only pick one, what would it be?
I think we've asked this question a couple times.
Well, I'm asking it again.
I mean, I'll start off. I think the last time I said this, it would be Legacy of Kain. I'd love to see Legacy of Kain come back. The Raziel and that old. I fucking loved that game when I was a kid. Yeah, that's me personally.
Scruff, what about you?
Got one or two. Because we were already speaking on it. I would have really loved for them to finally make Sly Cooper 4. Those games were just so much fun, honestly.
You really should play Ratchet and Clank.
Well, I've played all the old ones. I need to play the new one still. Yeah, I honestly probably will. Because those games, I played all of those, like Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, dude, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. That game was solid, man. Definitely Sly Cooper. But really, an underrated, like, old kind of ARPG that I would have loved is Champions of Norath. I would love for them to do something with, I believe that was in the
That was EverQuest.
EverQuest, yeah.
It was the EverQuest
world universe, dude. I would love them bring Champions of Norath back. That game was solid, dude.
Are we doing two?
Yeah, sure. You can do two. You can do two. Go ahead. What else do you have?
God damn it, Scruffy. The only other one that I can think of is Prince of Persia.
Oh yeah.
I know that we kind of already have it. Like
they have done that though.
Yeah, I was about to say I know we kind of already have it, but it's not the same, man. Like I want the old Prince of Persia, not this shitty new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah.
What you got?
It's kind of already happening. Metal Gear. I know it's just Metal Gear 3 right now, but I'm happy to see that the Metal Gear series is kind of getting that remaster remake treatment. I would like to see the original specifically, and the original and Metal Gear 4, because Metal Gear 4 is still landlocked to the PS3 console, and I don't want that game to die out with that console.
Do you have two? Or was that two?
Nah, I'm good.
Just
one's
one?
fine.
Okay.
Bill just wants the one, bro. He's not being greedy.
Nah.
Not being a greedy fuck like me and Scruff.
So there was an old game. Well, okay, if I have two, the one game I would like them to redo and get right and do it well, because it's known as the worst game of all time. It was E.T. Like, I would like
I knew you were gonna say E.T.
fucking E.T. to be done and done right.
God.
Right?
PP, go home.
Go home.
Bring back.
Let's make the pre-patch version of E.T., dude. We could do it.
We'd have to be on Kick or OnlyFans for that.
Do you guys remember Vector Man?
No.
No. Okay. So Vector
so
Man
corny.
was
Vector Man.
dude. It was such.
Vector Man.
It was
is this like one of those
fucking
boomer
cool game.
games?
No, like it was an older game. I think it
my
was on
God.
the Dreamcast, maybe,
This
or
is
maybe it
Sega
was
Genesis.
Was it Sega Genesis?
Sega. It's
Yeah,
Sega,
Genesis. Yeah. And it's like this green dude with like these little like all these like green like like I don't know, balls or whatever.
It's
a
a
fucking
100% a
green
boomer
balls.
fucking
dude,
game,
it's
bro.
a fucking amazing game, and I would really love them to do a remake of that. So
Oh god.
Vector Man. Yep. Cool. Well, we still have. I have one more question for you to go around the horn. One movie adaptation that could be turned into a game, and we're gonna reverse it. Bill, you're gonna go first.
Oh, don't put me on the spot. I don't do well under pressure, man.
Okay.
I don't do well under pressure at all. But
All
if
right.
I had to do something along those lines, while I'm trying to think about it, because you put me on the fucking spot and I hate you for it. Enigma, what do you think?
Hey, whoa. No. We don't play those games, bro. You answer this
All right.
question, bro.
I'll answer first. How about that? I'll go first and give you guys time to speak.
Okay.
I want Sylvester Stallone's Over the Top, the arm wrestling game.
Yo,
God.
that'd be a good one.
Dude,
I would actually watch that, man. Like,
That would be legitimately, I think, so fun, and they could do it in like VR. Like, I think that would be really fucking cool. Like,
that would be really cool.
Speaking of Sylvester, have you seen his new stuff like Tulsa King?
No, because every
Dude,
time
it's
I
so
see
Pretty good.
every time I see
Dude, it's so
Tulsa,
good.
I think of A Slut.
Nah, dog. It's so good. Tulsa King. He plays like a mobster, a mobster that's coming into like the new age and shit. And he's like taking over a new age like pot dispensary. Shit. He's like, what the fuck? This is legal now.
And chat, feel free to give your answers too. We'll go over your answers. Well,
I guess I'll go next because I got put on the spot by Bill. Are we doing movie adaptations into games or game
yes.
adaptations?
No.
into movies?
Movies into games.
I still think that we need a decent Lord of the Rings adaptation into a fucking game, man.
We had some
like,
good old ones.
We had some good old ones, but like so far, like
PlayStation 2, the
all of the really decent ones have been like they've been Lord of the Rings, but they haven't been like the hobbits and like the main characters. It's always been like a golem, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, what about
Like,
Lord? What about so you want main? You're talking about main character.
Yeah, like in like the Lord of the Rings.
You're not including
franchise.
the RT. You're not including the RTS game.
No.
That one. That was actually really good. It was a really good RTS.
I'm not saying that there isn't good ones out there, but I would like just a mainline like single player RPG franchise set on the main Lord of the Rings books, right? Like where you're either playing like the Hobbit, I forget his fucking name, Samwise or whatever.
Frodo?
That was Frodo. Yes, that's the one. I was thinking of the fat one. What?
Wow.
But yeah, him or even I would even go with the Hobbit, like Bilbo would be a dope game too. So,
Dude,
very cool.
I don't know if this is mine, but you mentioned older games, or this was already an old game. But if they made a new Matrix game that was good,
Matrix, yeah,
that would be pretty hype.
I still remember. Do you?
That Matrix Online.
So I was about to say, I'm pretty sure the Sin would literally be the only one that played it other than me.
Matrix Online, yeah.
Fucking, do you remember how terrible that was?
Yeah, it was
dude?
fucking dog shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was the worst.
Shit, dude.
But if they made a brand new Matrix game with like updated engines, all of that, like I think that would be pretty hype. I don't know if that's mine. I was still trying to think one, but you kind of sparked that thought in my head.
All right, Bill, you're up, buddy.
Bill.
I've got a few, and they're all horror related. So I've got this like mindset of like a DBD competitor, and I don't know whether I would want it to be in like a Saw style universe where you could like create your own traps and people have to like do stuff to get out of it. But I feel like
Maker.
like a Meet Your Maker kind of, but I feel like it would almost be better as a single player game and not a competitive game, because I feel like you could do like that could be like a really fun, like super mature WarioWare style game where it's like a whole bunch of like really intricate but fucked up mini games. I think that could be
Sell it to the
interesting.
Switch. Just kids.
But going on to that, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Collector, but that could also work.
Yeah,
where
I've seen
like
it.
he like rigs a house up to have like a bunch of death traps in it, but he's also stalking the people throughout the place. That would be really cool. And last but not least, a Cabin in the Woods style game.
Cabin in the Woods is so underrated.
It is
that movie
very
is so good.
underrated. And I think because it's almost got that like SCP thing going to it,
Yeah,
but it's also
dude.
got that like the puzzle like death trap type thing to it, with also the ghosts and stuff.
I could see Cabin in the Woods being an Until Dawn style game. There you go.
Yeah.
Wasn't
would be
Cabin in the
it.
Woods with the guy that played Sean Hunter in Boy Meets World? Is that Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
Dude.
That was it.
Yeah.
So that would be my thing. There's a bunch of horror franchises that I like, but I really want to see something kind of give that Dead by Daylight energy, but in a
question for
familiar
you,
universe.
Bill. Are you interested or going to be playing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre games?
I've looked into it. They don't seem like there's something that really is going to interest me.
Did
There's
you
something
get into the Friday the 13th ones?
Nah, that one didn't do it for me either.
No.
I really don't like those style games where you have a feasible way to attack back.
That's exactly what I want.
I like because the scariest thing about video games is when they give you that helplessness feeling. That's why Amnesia is so well regarded, because there's no real way of fighting back in like the original one. That's why I like the Dollhouse segment of Resident Evil Village, because it completely takes power away from you and makes it truly terrifying. When you're pushed back against the wall with nothing but stealth and your senses to get you through, it really heightens the experience for me personally.
You don't even need to have a horror game for me. Just put me in a room full of dolls, and that's the horror game right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I do want to give some of the chat messages out there. So Celia Frostborn has given a couple of different answers. So when we were asking about old games being brought back, I believe it was they were asking about a sequel to Thieves in Time. And then I
haven't played that one.
The movie adaptation, I believe, is Riggs Over the Road Racing. Roger Rabbit, I actually think that'd be dope. Like I would like to see like a new Roger Rabbit kind of thing. And then Clockwork over on the Twitch side said a updated version of the Transformers games. That would actually be good. Actually, War for Cybertron was a really dope game.
War for Cybertron was dope. It actually had some really good PvP to it.
Yeah, and they killed that game. So
have you guys seen the new Transformers yet?
Nope, not going to.
With the animals,
the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
And sorry to
the
drag
acting
this on.
is so bad, dude.
I've got one more game that needs to be brought back.
My God,
it just sparked in my mind. I know I'm being greedy, but if you guys weren't a fan of Time Splitters 2, dude, Time Splitters was so good.
They've tried to do Time Splitters, and it just doesn't work in today's age.
I don't think they tried. They
like the developers or whoever owns the IP have tried making it, and it just doesn't work. I think that's why we've not heard anything about Perfect Dark either.
Dude.
Like the reboot of Perfect Dark, like, is just not going to go well. So anyway,
so good, man.
Well, guys,
wait, I have another one.
Motherfucker.
What do you got? What do you?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man, that's it.
Yo, did you enjoy this episode of the Patch Notes? You did? Great. Then you should hang out with us live every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. But in case you missed us, you can always listen over at anchor.fm/prepatch podcast or any podcast platform at your convenience. This was Scruffy, signing off.